Hey Amber, this is Steven from CMP GMC here in Calgary. And that right there is our 2023 Chevy Suburban RST Duramax Diesel. And that right there is our 2022 Chevy Tahoe LT with the 5.3 liter V8. And what I'll do in this video, I'll give you a side-by-side comparison and you let me know your thoughts. I'll do a walk around tour, go over some key features, and also give you a size comparison between the two. So let's get started on the Tahoe. So this is a 2022. It's got 48,000 kilometers and a bit. Okay, it's an LT model. It's finished in Summit White with the jet black interior. Now up front you have LED daytime running lamps, LED headlamps, and you have front parking sensors as well. Okay, being an LT, you have the chrome grille with the golden bow tie. Now around the sides you get the 18-inch alloy wheels wrapped in all-terrain rubber. You have stationary side steps on this one. Side mirrors are heated and auto dimming, and you have keyless proximity on all four doors, a system that should be fairly familiar to you given that you drive an XT6 at the moment. Now out back you have LED tail lamps, backup camera, chrome trim including your badging, and you have backup sensors down below. Trunk space, you have a power lift gate. And I do apologize, this vehicle is due for a detail. It's a recent trade-in, so this will be addressed. There's some dog hair and whatnot. Now out back you have this of course being a 3-row SUV, you have a 60-40 split rear bench. So these pull up from these straps and they fold down from this handle. Okay, so with the third row all the way down, that's the amount of space that you get. Not bad. You have a 3-prong household plug back here, tie downs on each side, and the rear bench seats. You have cup holders and some storage on both sides, and a USB-C on both sides as well. Now, with the seats up, because of course I know you have 4 kids, right? That is the space that you get, okay? In my mind, maybe not too much larger than your current XT6. And then down below, a little extra storage, but not all that deep. The reason being is you have a full-size spare tire down below. We'll close that up. We'll take a look at the second row. But before I do, there's one other thing that I forgot to mention. So GM's full-size SUV, the Tahoes, the Yukons, and the Escalades all have an option, or rather the Yukons and Tahoes rather have the glass that opens. And why this comes in handy, let's say you had some long 2x4s, or maybe you just want to throw something in, you didn't want to wait for the whole lift gate to open with power. There you go. Okay, now let's take a look at the interior. Okay, so you have a jet black leather interior in here. Second row captain chairs. These, of course, move back and forth. They recline quite a bit as well. And you have armrests, as you'd expect. Above your head, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 AC vents and LED lighting. Back here, you have your own climate controls, automatic climate control, with a pair of USB-Cs as well, and a 3-prong household plug down below. Cup holders here, and then to get into the back, just like that. Again, I'm very sorry for the mess. Obviously this was owned by a family before, but yeah, third row, you get plenty of room. These seats are not on the floor like a lot of 3-row SUVs are. Lots of leg room, and very easy to get in and out. As I mentioned, these also recline quite a bit, so just like that. The armrests, those. And if you want to bring them forward, I'll show you that as well. So that was all the way forward, and then if you pull them back, you get quite a bit of room. Now up front, you have memory seats. If there are multiple drivers in the household, it comes in handy. You have a power driver seat with power lumbar support. The steering wheel is also leather wrapped. Hopping behind the wheel, you have a digital gauge cluster straight ahead. Okay, this is very customizable in both what is displayed and how it's displayed. To the left of the steering wheel, you have your driving aids. So you have lane keep assist on this vehicle. You have your parking sensors, which are defeatable. And then you have your auto stop and start, which will shut off the engine in at a time when, in an effort, someone distracted me, in an effort to improve fuel economy and reduce emissions. You have your automatic 4x4 over here, so automatic transfer case. You can set it in 4-wheel drive auto, and it's kind of a set and forget it all-wheel drive system. 4 high, 2 high, which should be rear-wheel drive, and then you have rock crawl mode as well. You have a mode button or knob here, so you can go through tow and haul, normal, sport, and off-road. Steering wheel, well, you have your normal controls for your center display, your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, or voice recognition built into the vehicle. Oh, turned off because I had it running for too long. And then I have my gap adjust for my adaptive cruise and lane and forward collision warning and emergency braking. To right at that, I have my infotainment screen. It has built-in Google Assistant and Google Maps. It has wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and of course Bluetooth. Backup camera looks like that. You have guidance lines that of course turn with the steering wheel to help guide you into your parking spot. Your gear selector is right here. It's a set of buttons and toggle switches. Okay, why to do that? To open up room down here. So what do you get down here? You get cup holders, of course, your wireless charger, dual zone climate control, controls for your rear climates. So technically this is tri-zone for your climate control. You have heated seats, USB-C, USB-A, and a 12-volt DC plug right there. You have a spot for your phone. This opens up, revealing a ton more storage and a couple more USBs. Storage tray right there. And then my overhead, I have my power lift gates, and of course my dome lights and HomeLink garage door opener. So that pretty much sums up this vehicle. Okay, let's take a look at the Suburban. Oh, this also gets Bose audio as well. Okay, so the Suburban is finished in black, of course. It has the jet black interior with red accents and the black wheels. Okay, now up front you have LED daytime running lamps, same as those, and LED headlamps and front parking sensors. Now, unlike that, because this is an RST, everything's blacked out. You get the black bow tie, blacked out grille, and in the front grille you have a front camera. That is because this vehicle has a 360 camera. Now around the sides, you get these 22-inch black alloy wheels wrapped in Bridgestone all-season rubber. You have static side running boards. Side mirrors have integrated LED turn signals, a camera right there, and blind spot, auto dimming function, and they're heated. Keyless proximity entry again, of course. And then back here, same thing. So you have the glass that opens up, just like that. You have the RST badge and you have the Duramax badge, okay? So that is a key difference between these two vehicles as well. This one has a 3-liter inline-6 turbo diesel, okay? I believe the torque number is about 460 pound-feet of torque, so it feels powerful, right? But the main thing about these, or about this vehicle rather, is that, it is rated at over 1,000 kilometers per tank. So if you're doing a lot of long distance driving, a lot of road trips to BC or wherever it may be, that will come in handy. In fact, a lot of Escalades, Yukon XLs, and Suburbans, they're optioned this way for that very fact, because most people use them that way. Now, sorry for the horn. Back here, backup camera, I said, backup sensors. And then you have the room. So a lot more cavernous than the Tahoe. And I'll do a side by side here. So there's that. And then there's that. Okay. You get the same storage underneath. Not very deep, but obviously a lot goes a lot further in this. You have your 3-prong household plug again. And then this one, because it's an RST, you get the same 60-40 split rear bench, third row bench, but it is power operated. So you can simply hit this button to lower him, which I'll do now. There we go. And I'll pull back a bit. So it's a big difference in terms of space. And the great thing is you can also raise them from the same button. But there's more. So I'm going to fold these down again. Sorry. Now the second row is also foldable from back here. However, it's not quite as graceful as I'll show you. They kind of just drop down. Just like that. But again, pulling back, great for camping, great for IKEA runs, whatever you like. A ton of room in these. Now, third row, you still get USB-Cs on both sides, cup holders on both sides as well. Nothing's changed there, but yeah, big difference in cargo room for sure. Now you can't bring these up automatically, so a little manual labor here. You have jet black perforated leather in this, so you get the holes. The pro of that is that they are breathable. Okay, now same thing. You have the strap in the back. Let's get back here. Again, a ton of room. Captain chairs with red stitching. These seats still, just like the Tahoe, go back and forth. They also recline, and you get, in addition to your HVAC back here, you have heated second row seats, I should say. The same USB-Cs and the same 3-prong household plug down below. But unlike the Tahoe over there, this one has a panoramic sunroof, in addition to your 4 AC vents and LED lighting. So that's really nice to have. Something else for the third row, you have this button. There you go. So you hit that, just makes it a little bit easier for the rear occupants to get out. You get red stitching and carbon fiber look trim as well on the doors. And of course you get Bose audio in this one as well. Now up front, same thing. Bose audio, memory seats. Unlike that Tahoe, this one has power folding mirrors. So that will come in handy if you have a tight parking spot anywhere. Let's say at the baseball field. Again, perforated jet black leather with the red stitching. Power driver's seat with power lumbar support. Power passenger seat as well. Behind the wheel, same gauge cluster. This vehicle has just below 22,000 kilometers on it. I'm going to turn down the AC here. Go. Sorry about that. Leather wrap steering wheel, again with red stitching. Heated steering wheel. You have your gap adjust for your forward collision warning and emergency braking, as well as your adaptive cruise control. To the left of that, same lane keep assist feature, parking sensor feature, the auto stop and start, and then your stability control. However, this one has an extra button that will be for your 360 camera, so you can hit that and this comes up. I think it's very useful in a vehicle this size. And of course, like I assume your XT6 has, you have different views, which will help out. We'll exit that. Just like the Tahoe, you have your four-wheel drive selector with automatic mode, so set and forget all-wheel drive system, your rock crawl mode, and in your driving modes. Same thing, sport, off-road, tow and haul, and normal. To the right of the steering wheel, you still have the same layout here. The only difference between the two better materials, nice leather, nice stitching all over a dash. And this one is due for a windshield. I think that one is too. Anyway, same infotainment system. All the same features there. Wireless charger down below. Essentially everything will be the same right here. Just a little bit cleaner for sure. But the biggest difference between the two, color, features, and that Duramax engine, of course, as well as the rear seat, or rear cargo room, I should say. That is going to be the key difference in addition to the sunroof. Also, something to keep in mind. Where is it? I have buttons over here to fold down or also raise the third row. Or raise them. So let's say you have someone loading back, and they don't know how to lower the seats. You can do it up here. But yeah, hopefully that gives you a better idea. Let me know what you think about these vehicles. Again, I have a bunch of full-size SUVs over there in the distance. However, I have Escalades, I have Yukon Denali's. It's just that, to keep within the price range that you mentioned, these are your best bet. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, Amber, and we'll go from there. But thanks for watching. You take care. Bye now.